every single person in this room, get up off your feet, stand up.
You are so fancy.
You can dance, you can do whatever you want, but we're going to start with one thing that we start with every single morning. So for the next couple minutes, I want every single person in this room to repeat after me. Today is a great day.
Today is a great day.
Today I have energy.
Today I have energy.
Today is the day I'm going to make it happen.
Today is the day I'm going to make it happen.
Let's put some life in it, guys. Today is the day I'm going to make it happen.
Today is the day I'm going to make it happen.
I'm ready to make today the best day of my life.
I'm ready to make today the best day of my life.
I see myself achieving my goals.
I see myself achieving my goals.
I am a goal achiever.
I am a goal achiever.
I believe in me.
I believe in me.
Every day and in every way, I'm getting better and better.
Every day and every way, I'm getting better and better.
I'm alive,
I'm alive,
excited,
excited,
and full of energy.
and full of energy.
I am a great salesperson.
I am a great salesperson.
You are all great salespeople.
You are all great salespeople.
I love to prospect.
I love to prospect.
I am prospecting with intensity.
I'm prospecting with intensity.
I'm energetic,
I'm energetic,
enthusiastic,
enthusiastic,
and a charismatic salesperson.
a charismatic salesperson.
The phone makes me money.
The phone makes me money.
I enjoy making the next call.
I enjoy making the next call.
I am versatile.
I am versatile.
I make the scripts work and I follow the scripts verbatim.
I make the scripts work and I follow the scripts verbatim.
I ask every question on the scripts.
I ask every question on the scripts.
I listen to how I can solve my clients' problems.
I listen to how I can solve my clients' problems.
I love objections.
I love objections.
I handle objections with ease.
I handle objections with ease.
I close at least one more time than I'm comfortable with.
I close at least one more time than I'm comfortable with.
I am a great closer.
I am a great closer.
You are all great closers.
You are all great closers.
I will not accept a no when a yes is still possible.
I will not accept a no when a yes is still possible.
I am 100% committed to my success.
I'm 100% committed to my success.
I am successful in everything I do.
I'm successful in everything I do.
My mindset is strong all day long.
My mindset is strong all day long. Have a great day, everybody.
Today is a great day. All right, you can all have a seat. Hopefully we got the energy flowing. And today we're going to talk about how to strengthen your mindset to increase your sales. And we broke that down into two categories. So first I'll start and talk about energy. And Anastasia will talk about mindset. So before we begin, I just wanted to give a little intro. So my name is Malik. A lot of people know me as Mickey Malik. We're both second-generation realtors. Those are our lovely parents up there, Fred and Rachel Malik. They have been doing business not since the 2000s, not since the 90s, but since the 80s. So they've seen all different shifts and turns and all kinds of ways the market has gone. So when we see these guys and they're so confident and comfortable, that's our inspiration right there. So I want everybody in the room to please give them a round of applause. Well, I always thought have an older brother in the US, they're pharmacists. So I wanted to do something, maybe not pharmacy, but maybe not real estate. So I did a couple of odd jobs, I did my university, and I went and I worked in Rogers in their corporate office. I worked in sales and consulting with a lot of medium and small businesses. And one day, I thought to myself, I'm tired of this. I saw my dad in Century 21 coaching and managing over 700 agents. He was taking agents and taking their income from $60,000 one year to $180,000 the next year, and some of them are probably making close to $500,000 right now. So I thought, that's my dad. I want to make that money, and I want that inspiration. So I called him one day and I said, this is my choice. I'm quitting my job, and I'm going to be a full-time realtor now. So here we are today, and a year later, my sister did the exact same thing, so I'm going to let her introduce herself as well.
Thank you. So those of you who don't, is it on? Oh. Those of you who don't know me, my name's Anastasia Malik, and I actually did not know I was going to be a realtor. I was always fascinated by it because I was 2 years old when my mother became a realtor, and that was sort of everything I ever saw. And then my dad jumped in, and I really didn't know that it was in my future. But I knew somehow it was interesting and it fascinated me. And I ended up switching from my 12 years as a doctor of pharmacy, and I explored that in and out. I did all kinds of specializations. I worked in different areas. I worked in the US, I worked in Canada, and same thing. I ended up seeing a lot of realtors that my dad coached at a Christmas party that my parents hosted one year and I flew in for. And I thought, wow, like I have to work so hard just to get a week off for vacation, work a little bit more, get another week off. If I become a realtor, I'm going to vacation all the time. So a little bit of motivation there, as well as hearing the amount of money these guys were making, and women too, and the cars they were driving, pulling up in. And I thought, wow, like they just started and they're making good money. So there was a lot of motivation behind my decision as well. Obviously, the money is the motivation. I loved being a pharmacist. I loved helping people. But that doesn't mean I have to stop. I can still help people. I still keep my license active. And I still continue to progress both of my careers. So the fear actually held me back a little bit. I was taking my real estate, wrong course. I was taking my real estate exams every couple months. I would fly in, take my exams. My dad would help me study. And I was almost done, and then I thought, you know, this is it. I asked my owner of all the pharmacies, I won't call him a boss because I think I was the boss, but I asked for a raise and I wasn't getting it. And I thought, you know, I want to have a career where I'm in charge. I'm working in this pharmacy like I own it, and I'm just getting a salary. So little by little, I was piecing myself towards this direction to go towards real estate. In 2020, I finally quit my job, and I came to Canada. It was scary, but I did have good influences around me. I had my dad's coaching group. It was very scary. I'm not going to act like it was so easy and smooth sailing. By 2021, I started working as a realtor, and I joined Team Malik.
All right. So we'll start today's discussion with energy, and I wanted to start off with the definition of what energy is, so hopefully we can all extrapolate something from that. So energy is defined as the ability to do work, which is the ability to exert a force causing displacement of an object. It's a pretty vague definition, but if you break it down, there's a lot you can take from that. So one thing specifically I took from that is that energy can build belief and endurance. When you believe you're worthy, you break the ceiling of your potential, and you start to put that sort of effort and that work in every single day. You start to build some endurance, and endurance builds that resiliency. If your energy and your focus is in the right place, and you keep pushing through, instead of seeing like the never-ending task, you see the goal at sight. You see the finish line. You push yourself further, and you believe you can be more capable of what you were before. Your energy can be so contagious that it spreads like a ripple effect, and it can turn even the most negative person into a positive person. Just like a room full of very energetic people like we are here with very positive energy, all it takes to defeat 10 times the positivity is the most negative instance or situation. So in my life, I've always believed that I needed to be 10 or 100 times as positive as the average person so that I can make others feel good. I can help them in what they're looking to do. You can give them confidence and endurance in what their everyday struggles are. So we break it down a couple of different things on how we can control our energy. They can be broken into your habits. They can just be broken into different hobbies that you have that make you feel good. If you're doing the most difficult tasks and you're stressed out and your mind does not feel good, you're not going to give good advice. As agents, in this shifting industry that we are in constantly, clients are the most nervous and erratic people that we can deal with. But they lean on us as their rock, their support, their confidence. You can do a lot of different things. We have our morning affirmations. For 2 years, my dad was trying to get me to do morning affirmations, and I never did it. I didn't even get up in the morning. He has a Zoom call every morning at 7:55. Yesterday, whether it's a weekend, Monday to Friday, we're doing that call. So he used to get me in the call. I would open the call up, and I would mute my microphone, I'd mute my camera, and I'd turn over, and I'd go back to sleep until somebody called my name and woke me back up. So one day, I shifted my energy, and I thought, I need to do something to set the tone off of the day and set that day off right. So both of us, part of what we do are affirmations, healthy podcasts, working out, getting your energy and your excitement level up so that it's contagious and others can have that energy like you do. So these can be even done if you're getting distracted into progressive activities, something that's building towards something and you're doing something that's accomplishing a goal rather than drifting away. So I think Anastasia wanted to add a couple points on energy now too.
You touched on a lot of the stuff I was going to say, but when you immerse yourself in positivity, all these positive outcomes happen in your life. Your health gets better. It's proven. The people around you become positive. You attract positive people. Even if there's somebody who's got some negative thinking or a negative situation comes up, your positive momentum will go through it. It won't affect you like it would if you were just thinking negative all the time or doubting yourself. This positive energy creates such a strong force that it builds that momentum I talked about and resilience, which is very important in real estate, I find. You have to be so resilient to the opinions of other people, to the market changes Mickey talked about. There's so many situations where you just have to be so tough. And also, it's not about talking about it and saying I'm positive and just doing the affirmations verbatim. You have to believe it. You have to put it into practice. I remember I had a client, first-time buyer, and I was doing the affirmations without muting and not falling asleep. I was actually on them. And I had a first-time buyer that I was working with for a long time, a couple moving into Brantford. They put an offer on a house in Paris, actually, not Brantford, in Paris. And I knew the agent. He was a client of my mom and dad who turned realtor. And so he basically gave me the number of what could shut down this offer. Take the number, this is it. If you guys come in clean, no conditions. I arranged for an inspection that I paid for so that we could come in with a clean offer. They passed inspection, the house passed inspection. We could get it under budget, and the husband came up to me at the end and he's like, I can't do it. I can't buy this house. I was so broken. I was so negative. I kept thinking bad about them. I was about to drop them. They had to do what was best for them, now that I'm looking in their shoes. But in that moment, I almost quit. I almost broke down. It was really bad. After a few weeks of showing them more and also not getting those offers accepted, I changed the way I thought. I thought, I have to help them. I thought about the positive energy, and actually putting it into practice. This is where it happened. And when they did get an offer accepted, it was on my listing. And then I ended up, getting a whole array of deals happening after that. But it was so much better. And I was so worried about my relationship with this other realtor. He's going to think I'm a crappy realtor. He still has respect for all of us, and he's still a very good friend of our family. And now those clients have become very good friends of mine. And it all worked out. I just had to change the way I think. I had to look at it from their perspective and just try to help them and think positive, and it happened. So I've seen it in my own life. Your continued action becomes routine. And that evolves to something greater, which leads us to the second half of the presentation, mindset. What is your mindset? It's a set of beliefs that shape how you make sense of the world and yourself. It influences how you think, how you feel, and how you believe in any given situation. For example, Trisha was speaking about it. Her positive mindset, her strong mindset saved her life. It's proven in medicine as well. If you don't think this medication is going to work, it's not going to work. If you think you're going to get better, chances are you will get better. Your mind is your most powerful tool. The only thing that sets you apart from you and your goals is your mindset. We all hear this word a lot. It's being thrown around a lot right now, manifest. But it's true. The more you really believe something and you visualize it, it's going to happen. Because your brain, it's a muscle. You have to exercise it, just like you do your body. You have to train it. Like if you're training your body to get tougher, you train your brain to get tougher. And that's what's going to get you through any situation. It's this sustained routine and progressive thinking. If you see others doing something and they're doing great things and becoming successful and they're growing, don't get jealous. Don't be negative. Don't say bad things about them. Don't gossip. You should follow them and look up to them. You should pick their brains and shadow them. The success of others should motivate you, just like it is in this room today, everything we've been hearing. It's so motivating. And in our real estate group, every time we see somebody post a new listing or a sale, it's super motivating. I don't get jealous of them. I'm happy, and it makes me want to do more. What makes us different? What makes you in this room, what makes each of you different from Elon Musk, or in real estate terms, Mike Ferry, or Tom Ferry if you're younger? It's nothing but your mindset. That's the only difference. We're all human. We're all made up of the same material. Do you ever feel like you're too tired to work? Anyone?
But you're never too tired to go on vacation, right? You could have the longest day at work. You could have worked 15 days in a row. But as soon as you're done, you're driving 60 kilometers faster than the speed limit to get to the airport on time so you can beat the traffic there, get on the plane, get to your destination, and have a drink with an umbrella in it, right? It's not that you're tired. Your body might be tired. Your body is something physical, but your mindset, if you strengthen and sharpen your mindset, why can't you be just as excited to go take a listing as you are to go to the airport and go on vacation? A strong mindset helps you be critical of yourself and challenge yourself, which helps you evolve. And this is defined as a growth mindset. This is quite critical, ladies and gentlemen, in real estate today. If you're not growing, you're staying stagnant. What you're doing can only work for so long if you're not constantly changing, you're not constantly learning, you're not constantly challenging yourself. Even the most successful people in any industry, whether it's Elon Musk and whatever he's off to right now, he's off to 10 million things, whether it's Mike Ferry, whether it's some of the people here today. It's your mindset, ladies and gentlemen. You can do anything you set your mind to when you believe that you're worthy and that you are going to achieve it. So you're going to succeed, you're going to fail, but you're learning and you're growing and becoming better from it. How many of us here have made a mistake in our lives? Let's all raise our hand if we made a mistake. Now, how many of us have made the same mistake twice? How many of us have made the same mistake 3 times? Eventually, once you get down the line, it's pretty difficult to make the same mistake over and over and over and over again. But if you are, that means you're not done learning from that. A couple of my friends, we like to bet on Bet365. So as a joke, whenever we lose our bets, we don't say it's an L, we say it's a lesson. So in real estate, it's never an L, it's a lesson. We can't control the external forces that are happening. Right now, the market's taking all sorts of shifts. Some things are selling extraordinarily amounts over asking price. Some aren't even getting a single showing. It's the mindset, ladies and gentlemen. If you focus on the process, Mike Ferry always told us, if you have one listing and your one listing is giving you problems, go get 4 more listings. You don't know which one to stress out about, so at the end, you're a little bit happier, right? In a shifting market, your mindset needs to be stronger than ever. There are a lot of clients we deal with. They don't know where the market's headed. They don't know what's going on. They don't know where it's going. I'll share a story just to keep it even. You know, we do work here too. We had a client we met with, and they called about one of our listings. So I asked her, and I had a conversation, and I said, I'm sorry we sold it, but I can help you in buying something. So she said, well, actually, we're thinking about selling. And I said, well, I know your time is free now because we had this originally booked, so let's have a discussion. I'll come and meet you. What do you and your husband take from Tim Hortons? Hot chocolate? Fantastic. So we came by with some hot chocolates, some donuts, and we sat down and had a conversation. From that day, we found out their house is too small for them. We found out they were motivated. They didn't know which energy to follow. They loved the energy that Team Malik provided them and showed them, so they followed our lead. We listed it on the next Tuesday. We sold it by the Saturday, and the next Tuesday, we found them a new house to live. So within 1 week, we listed and sold, and now the couple is worry-free, and to put the cherry on top, it was the lady's birthday who bought the house on the day that we secured it for them. So they always mention about our energy and our mindset, and that's how they followed. Maybe they could have purchased something that was way too expensive and been under pressure to sell, but they trusted what we had to say, and they worked with it. If you are confident and your mindset is right, like Anastasia mentioned, repeated action causes routine, and routine can become schedule. When your routine and your schedule meet, your mindset becomes stronger. Carrie mentioned a lot of great things in his speech over here too today, and he talked about his mindset. He talked about the why. When you have all these things that you're doing in combination with what he was saying, I don't see as to why we all can't achieve what our goals are and break the ceiling of our potential. And when that energy is so contagious, like EXP's energy that drew us to it, others will follow, like a ripple effect. If they can see what you're doing, people are impressionable. We always want to be like someone. We always have someone we want to look up to. And we're always looking at their actions. We're always looking at their habits. So we can look up to those people, but why don't we become those people? Set the tone, and others will follow. So a couple of other statistics I wanted to read to you guys. 88% of our mind is occupied by subconscious and subconscious thoughts. So these are thoughts we can't control. So 88% of what's in our head is made up. It could be right, it could be wrong, it could be not even going to happen, but it's made up. We can't control that. What we can control is the 12% that's left and in our conscious mind. We need to train that 12% to be so strong, whatever thoughts come into that 88% are eviscerated. They're gone. because of how strong that 12% is. Self-discipline will help you master your day and not be the servant of your day. It's great to work hard, ladies and gentlemen, but we have to work smart. Just like you don't forget to eat breakfast, hopefully you don't forget to take a shower. You don't forget to socialize. You have to not forget those things that are strengthening your mindset and helping you control your energy. We all talked about how we started seeing some success. My dad always mentioned to us, you guys are going to the gym anytime you want in the day. You didn't join real estate to do whatever you want. You joined it to be busier and to make more money. So all it started was one day, we both started going at 6:30, sometimes 7, and you start the day. We've indirectly put our body through so much stress and so much torture in the morning that whatever is coming our way is just flowing off. It's flowing off. And through repeated action and repeated activity, it just becomes a part of your everyday. So I wanted to reach out to everyone here. Did anybody have any questions for us? Is anybody having any struggles with their own mindset, something that they're fighting? I'll open the floor. We have 7 minutes and 45 seconds. There are a lot of questions that we can help solve in that time. So the floor is open. What's my schedule? Yeah. So we wake up at 6:30. We go to the gym. I try to time it so I'm on the Stairmaster for my dad's affirmations and morning calls. We finish up. We come home. We have a team meeting. We prospect. We do our showings. We do our listing appointments. And then the evening is either filled up with more work or a little bit of relaxation.
I try to save buyers for the evening and listings for the afternoon. Because a buyer, like when you're doing a showing, all you are is a professional door opener and closer. I got that from Pablo. But that's all it is, right? So you don't need to really be present as much as you do with, they're asking questions about the house, it's usually somebody else's listing. Okay, I'll get back to you. So you got to think about what time of day your mind is strongest and save those hours for important activities.
Amazing question. Any other questions?
One thing I wanted to challenge everyone to do is to get rid of something that's holding you back. Whether it's people, negative people, because that's a huge one, or if it's Instagram, get rid of all the dumb accounts. I had to filter it out. Like, I was wasting so much time going down a rabbit hole of stupid stuff, like watching people make ramen in 20 ways or something. So just get rid of all the accounts you're wasting time with. That's a huge, if it's not in your face anymore, you won't waste time with it.
So I just want to applaud you for the positive energy. And you have your family, which is a big part of that. But how about for everyday people that don't have their family in the business, don't have this, what advice would you give to them to have that, try to have that positive energy?
So one thing that, we brought this table and half of this table over here, and the one thing that I can attribute to anything is having a mentor. You need a mentor. You need somebody to model your life off of. You need someone or two individuals that you want to aspire to be like. So for us, and a lot of the people here, Mr. and Mrs. Malik right here, that's who we all want to be like. We want to grow and have the same kind of mindset. So if you don't have a mentor, John is a great mentor right here. Let's all give John a round of applause. You need to be comfortable asking for help, because what eXp has taught us is there are a lot of successful agents by themselves. There are a lot of one-man wrecking crews that can just absolutely decimate their competition. But we can all come to agreement that one person can only accomplish so much. But together, we can, the sky is the limit, basically. You can accomplish anything with the right energy and the right flow. So if you need a mentor, Mr. Malik is right here. He has a great coaching program. We go through, and we're not just talking about it. We're not just saying these vague things and posting quotes on Instagram and posting stories. We're putting whatever we're preaching into practice. Action is always the fundamental key to success. You can talk about making cold calls. You can talk about knocking doors. You can talk about making contacts. We can talk about making 3 contacts tonight. But until you put those talk and all of what you're saying into action, you won't accomplish anything. John had a very good quote earlier about knowledge. And, we all know what we need to do, but we're not doing it. So do we really know? Probably not. So sometimes we just need to zip it, put our head down, and get to work. And then look up, and you'll see all of the fruits that you've been working so hard on. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
I would add to that, too, that, like you said, just listen and do the work. Be coachable. I wasn't coachable. I don't like listening.
Can you repeat that one more time?
I'm not coach. I'm probably still not coachable. I'm used to being the boss. I don't like listening. It's the hardest thing in the world for me. And to just talk to people for the sake of talking to them to get leads. But I do it. If I can do it, anyone can. Honestly. I'm a Netflix person. I don't want to go out there and chill with people. I just want to sit by myself. But if you could be true to yourself and tell yourself, put your guard down, be coachable, it's the best thing you can do for yourself in this business and probably any entrepreneurship.
Yeah, no, it goes hand in hand, honestly. We're not lying when we say energy is the foundation to a strong mindset. If you're doing those activities that gets your energy and your spirit high, you'll be able to. So I don't remember your name, but you were asking about how do you pick yourself up? How do you challenge yourself? You become more confident when you start to see a little bit of success, and when you're trusting the process of everything that you're doing, all the hard work. It's either hard work or it's a process. But when you combine the two, you start to enjoy it. Like I mentioned, we're going back, we build endurance, you build stamina, and you can do more. Maybe you get up an hour earlier now, you pack something else in your day, and then you get a little bit more time. We're all people here. We want to achieve our business goals, but we have life goals that we want to achieve as well, too. We have 24 hours in the day. It's time to start utilizing them. It's time to start organizing our days properly. And number 1, get your energy and your mindset right so you can increase your sales. Thank you so much, everyone, for this time. And let's get out there and rock it.